Okay, let's stick with this theme of finding a situation that works for you. Let me run one by you, okay? So I think when you go through a breakup, it's natural to start asking yourself, what is it you really want? What really fits you when it comes to a long-term relationship, right? So I've been doing a lot of thinking. And here is what I really believe in my heart. But I wonder if it's even possible. And maybe there is a couple out there doing this right now. But I think I might be a unicorn and I might be alone for the rest of my life if I can't find her. And it's this. Marriage does not scare me at all. Living together does not do anything for me. Is it possible to be married? I mean, if there aren't kids involved, right? Because I think once kids enter the picture, then it's a different formula. But is it possible to be married or to be in a long-term relationship and never live together? 1-855-VIRTUAL. Like, because I kind of feel like, and I was reading this list online that I'm going to plan on breaking out for you guys next week, is like the 5 things that keep guys from getting married or staying in long-term relationships. And one of them really struck a chord with me. And that is like sort of like the spark goes away, right? It just kind of goes away. And I'm wondering if sometimes if that happens with me in relationships, it's because we're living together and it's so routine that the newness of it just kind of wears off. And I'm the kind of person that just needs like to to miss somebody in order to be in a healthy relationship.
See, I think it's your mindset, right? And cohabitation is it's strengthened our relationship. For me, it's not that the spark goes away. The spark evolves and it turns into a deeper roaring fire the more you are with somebody, and it takes on different forms.
I have not experienced it the same way you have.
Gotcha.
It certainly does get deeper, and then when you have kids, but now I'm talking about a situation where you don't have kids.
Yes.
But I would not say that it becomes a roaring fire.
Okay, well,
I would say it's a roaring fire in between, in the beginning, and then it slowly starts to become so routine that it's just an ember.
Okay, but it's still burning. Yeah. But it just burns differently.
Right.
And so for me, I can say with sincerity that like my husband and I don't have the same spark that we did when we first started dating. Like I remember that hot and heavy and intoxicating and all that. But or at least for speaking for myself, I'm intoxicated with him in a different way. So,
okay, you and I are different here. So here's what I'm wondering, and I'm wondering if this is even a possibility. To be in a long-term relationship where you have that intoxication period you're talking about, that wild kind of lust and love for each other, and it can be maintained like that over 20 years of time. And I don't think that can work if you're living together.
I don't think I'd want that.
No?
No. That sounds exhausting. That's a lot of sex.
Maybe this is where we differ.
Very much. I think I'm a unicorn like you, Bert, in that regard. I've every girl I've dated, I've brought that up as a possibility in the future, and they've all thought I was crazy. But
not living together?
Yes. Like my uncle, he's been married for 11 years, and they have 2 different homes. And I think one of the reasons it works for them is because they both had marriages prior that didn't work out for the same reason. So they've kind of just kept their homes, and they've been happily married for 11 years like that, living in 2 completely different homes. And everybody thinks that they're crazy, but I think it works for them, and I see nothing wrong with it, because for me, I value the time I don't spend with my partner because I want to miss you. I appreciate missing you.
I think it's so hard to find 2 people that have this similar mindset there when it comes to space. Because I've known 3 couples that have also done that, and they're so happy. So happy because they're so alike in their need for space.
And if that works for you, fantastic. That's
don't work for you.
No.
Hey, Shelby, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Hey, how are y'all?
Good, thank you.
So my landlord, actually, him and his wife, I think they were both on their second marriage when they got together, and they both had rental properties of their own. And they had their own properties. And when they got married, they never lived together. They just, they spend the night with each other here and there, but they don't live with each other.
And it's worked.
For 30 years, I think.
Okay, that's a pretty nice run.
It is.
That's a real nice run. Here's Lisa to say that's not even marriage. Hey, Lisa, good morning. You're on the Bert Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I say no, because when you're married, you come together as one. So you're not coming together as one if you're residing in two different properties. I think people who do that, they just got married for legal purposes. But in the institution of what marriage represents, no, you're not really married if you are sleeping in two beds and have two separate lives at two different properties. So I say no, that's not marriage.
You're doing like marriage light.
I don't know. I still think you can be one. You just don't have to be with each other for 7 days a week.
Exactly. Like marriage maybe means different things to different people, but I don't know if being one means we are literally one person for the rest of my life. I don't want to sign up for that. I don't.
Now, have you discussed this with the lady that you're seeing right now?
Yep.
And is she down?
Nope.
There are plenty of people here that are doing it successfully. Good morning, Abby. You're on the Bert Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning. So I've been married to my husband for 10 years. He got a job and it moved him all the way to Seattle. We are in Atlanta. For 3.5 years, those were the best years of our marriage. He came back. He's been back for, I guess, 2 years. It's been very different because we noticed that we both need our space. I work in the hotel industry, so I will go and stay downtown for like a couple of days. And then we meet back up. But like we noticed we need our space, so now we are turning our basement into my apartment.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Not bad at it.
All right. I mean, look at all these calls. Married seven different times. Okay, I'm going to take that one. We spend 18 days a month apart. Things are great. My uncle did this. Yes, gotta be. My aunt's going on 33 years of marriage, never lived together. So I guess it's possible, but to find two people with the same mindset, that's the difficult part.
That's tough.
The Bert Show.